straight. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy and blessed Sunday to y'all. Oh my God. Let me just do this real quick, y'all. I'm not even organized right now. Whew, I just walked through the door. I just walked through the door, y'all. Let me stop this other video because I was watching another. Well, I was watching Lloyd, actually. Yeah. So, how y'all doing? I know I just asked you guys that. Whew, y'all. It was a long day today, but a good day. It was a good day. It was a good day, a good weekend, actually. Yes. And now we're about to start back off with that new week. Today starts a new week, y'all. It really does. So, y'all, today I'm doing part 2, and hopefully I won't have to do a part 3. Hopefully I can get all of this done tonight real quick. I don't have that long, so I'm gonna try to go through these cases. Like I said before, yesterday it kind of stretched because I was talking a lot about that Relisha and stuff. So tonight I got 3, I think it's 3 more cases, maybe 4 if I can do all 4. If I don't finish all of them, I will finish the rest tomorrow because I do feel like it's very important for you guys to know about all of this because you never know. You know what I'm saying? You might have to encounter this one day. Hopefully you won't. You just never know. And it's always good to have, be concerned about other people too. You know. So anyway, guys, don't forget the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Also, if you watch this in a replay, please leave a comment. And y'all, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming vids, okay? All righty. So I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and get ready to start with this live. Now, y'all know I usually don't come on Sunday. So I'm just doing the special stuff this weekend because I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys about this when I got it on my phone before I forget all about it and stuff. But let me just go ahead and get all that together while people are coming in, showing up. They put my music on, y'all, in the background. I know I'll never have it on. And let's do this. Oh, no, I'm about to end the live, y'all. I'll be tripping. Okay. So let me put the chat on over here. Okay, let me go ahead and find these articles so I can already have them up while I'm waiting on everybody to come in. And even if anybody don't come in, I'm still going to go ahead and do this live. And then, it'll just be in a replay and then people can catch it then, and then go from there. Let's see. Let me see, y'all. I got to find the articles first because I had them screenshot and stuff, and I got to find the ones that I want to go over. Okay, so tonight, y'all, we are going to talk about, I don't want to do hers yet. Is this the one? Okay, we're going to talk about Theo Hayes. Theo Hayes, okay? And I want to share a screen about him. I think I will. So let me do the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Everything in this video is protected by the Fair Use Act of 1976 that allows us to use information for educational purposes, research, instructional, to give our comments or opinions, and it's another one. I always forget the other one, y'all. But anyway, that disclaimer will be below in my bio in the comment section, okay? So tonight, anything that I give you will be for educational and entertainment purposes only, okay? So we are going to talk about Theo Hayes, okay? I'm going to try to do all of them. I don't know if I have a chance to because I don't have long, you know what I'm saying? But whomever I don't cover tonight, I will cover them tomorrow. Let me do this first real quick. Sometimes I think it's really nice to watch it on video versus just talking about it. Let me go to Google real quick, y'all. But we are going to talk about Theo Hayes first. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna share this video. I hope this thing don't start acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? I really hope it doesn't. Let me go back over here and turn this music over. This music never stays on long. Okay, let me turn it off real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and try to Let me see. Not this Theo Hayes. Okay. Let me put the right one on there because there's so many people with the same name. Theo Hayes disappearance. There's so many people with the same name. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna let y'all know Theo Hayes though was an 18-year-old Belgian man who disappeared in the Cape Bryan area. He was last sighted leaving Cheeky Monkey's bar in Bryan Bay at 11 p.m. on May the 31st, 2019. And again, let me take these other glasses off. Some of these cases are not old, okay? Some of these cases are not old. Let me see if I can go ahead and do settings and see if I can possibly do this the correct way this time without messing up the audio and see if I can, I'm almost scared to do it. If I can pull up a video about him real quick. Let's just see here. Okay, what did I just do here? Let me see, I just did it wrong. Present, share screen, share screen. Okay, let's see if I can do this real quick, y'all. Let's see, let me go to Shay's Tube, share. Okay, so let's go to Google, okay? No, not Google. What the heck am I talking about? Let's go to YouTube, regular YouTube. Okay, so let's type in here Theo Hayes. So we're gonna look at his disappearance so you guys can get a little insight on it, and then I'll just read the stuff that I have as well. Okay, let me do it. I want to go to something that's short, nothing long. Let's go to something short. Let's see, Theo Hayes, because I forgot which video I was watching. Now, when I was listening at the thing, I was actually watching a longer video. I don't want to see none of that. We can do this one real quick, okay? Let me see how that one would come on. And I'm gonna have to stop this because this is a reaction video, and this video is used for entertainment and to just basically react to this video. And then we would discuss him and then try to go over the rest of them if time allows. Okay. Let me see if anybody else got that up there real quick though first, because I want to make sure I can do it like a quicker one. I know this story is tripped out though. When you hear it, you guys are gonna trip because you're like, what? Let's see. That's sad. So that was him right there. Let's see. So I guess we can watch. I don't want to do that one. Let's go ahead and do this one real quick. Okay, let's see. This is Theo Hayes. Again, Theo is, wait, let me tell you guys again. Theo Hayes was an 18-year-old Belgian man who disappeared in the Cape Bryan area. He was last seen leaving Cheeky Monkey's bar in Bryan Bay at about 11 p.m. on May the 31st, 2019. Okay. So we're going to go over here and look at this video real quick.
Bay, located in the state of New South Wales, Australia, is a prime confluence of adventure and spiritual awakening, with just a little pretentiousness thrown in with the picturesque landscape. Byron Bay is a popular tourist destination for those bold and in the know, and is home to a robust nightlife. But those who have visited say that it also has a reputation for being a bit ostentatious in its rugged and lost coast aesthetic. Generally, visitors to the area say most locals are friendly to those passing through, but they also say that some longtime residents can be wary of the constant influx of generally young and unfamiliar faces. Boasting nearly 2 million visitors a year, this relatively tiny town is unique in that it has a larger amount of visitors than it does actual citizens. One of those visitors was 18-year-old Theo Hayes of Belgium. He had spent the majority of the previous year traveling in and around Australia.
She just basically give you guys some insight about who he is, just much like I did yesterday when I was talking about Relisha and her family. Okay, so she's just telling you a little bit about Theo and letting you guys so you guys can kind of know who he is and what he looks like and things like that. Okay.
Initially, Theo was torn between attending college and years and taking a spiritual, but ultimately he decided that living in be put off a year as adventure one. He would soon find, though, that misadventure is just as impatient and fickle a creature, as his gap year would soon end in grim uncertainty for both friends and family. Theo enjoyed his trip immensely, according to sources close to him. He spent a great deal of time with his cousin, Lisa Hayes, who fondly recalled how Theo was unique in his perspective on a gap year. She recalls that while other high school grads were spending their first year of freedom using recreational drugs and drinking in excess, Theo was much more deliberate in his seeking out of spiritual fulfillment through nature. Friends who knew him both in Australia and back at home in Belgium state that Theo was the type to actually care about having a real conversation and strived to form connections with those everywhere.
And that's good that he was like that. That's good that he sounded like he was a little bit more mature than all his friends and stuff too. So let's go ahead and finish listening at this, guys.
He went. His cousin also recalls his knack for planning and keeping organized. Theo was seen as one of the more responsible of his age group. He was close to his family overseas and spoke with his mom multiple times a week.
What did I just say? I say he seemed like he's more mature in everything than everybody else. So, that's a good thing. Too bad what happened.
Without fail. The 18-year-old arrived in Byron Bay on Wednesday, May 29th of 2019. His unofficial itinerary continued remaining vacation, hanging around. He was not tied to any as long as he was able to pick him up on June in order for him to go back to the Sydney-Melbourne area. He then planned on flying home to Belgium to start the next leg of his journey on the way to university and then a career. Theo chose to stay at Wake Up Hostel, one of the better and more esteemed hostels in the area.
It's like those hostels. I know they're just basically like hotels which you share with other people, the rooms and stuff. But it seems like every hostel story ends up in a disaster. I mean, for real. It seems like every time. I mean, every story that I hear and someone stayed in a hostel, it's always something tripped out that happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and finish listening to this.
Located in Belongal, it is a bit removed from the main downtown area, but still a prime location for tourists as the hostel is only a 20-minute walk from the town square. As an added attraction for tourists on a budget, Wake Up Hostel allows travelers to use their bikes to get around, and the hostel also provides a free shuttle to and from town. The entire town of Byron Bay is rather condensed in its spread, and locals state that cars are not a necessity here as the entire town is accessible via walking, if you're fit enough. Theo managed to get a room to himself in the hostel, and although he roomed alone, in what friends and family lovingly recall was quite typical for him, Theo quickly made friends with some of the other backpackers there and wasted no time in getting out to the local social scene to enjoy his last days in the country that he'd called home from.
He was very social. and talk, like to talk to people, make friends, and things like that.
More than a year. Theo took the free shuttle bus into town on the early evening of May 31st, 2019. This would be his last night that he was ever seen. That night was a frigid one, right in the middle of Australia's winter season. It was, in fact, the coldest night on historical record for the months of May and June in Byron. Historical weather data from Cape Byron Weather Station states that the high that day was 17 degrees Celsius, which is 62 degrees Fahrenheit, but that upon sunset, the temperature dropped all the way to 9 degrees Celsius, which is only 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's pretty cold, y'all. That's pretty cold.
This low temperature would not have been expected by Theo nor his friends, as it is not usual for the area.
Let me let that commercial go off. Yeah, this story right here is kind of strange and everything about Theo, but you'll see when you finish hearing it. And then we'll just discuss it a little bit and try to do the next case after all of this. Let me get these ads off here. Okay.
His buddies made their way to the Great Northern Hotel to purchase some rosé wine. CCTV captured them making the purchase at 7:40 p.m. In the security footage later obtained by unusual, it seemed like it was just a liquor transaction made by carefree young men about to have a night out on the town. His new friend will be the free shuttle. Theo and some other tourists go to a called Cheeky Monkeys, what some locals say had a bit of a sordid reputation, as in the early 2000s it was ranked silent bars in Australia. Well, this may have been true in 2019.
Is it still lagging? Because I don't see it lagging on my end.
Locals have said that the bar's reputation for mischief has changed recently, with new ownership by a chain company. Located on what is one of the two main roads in town, this bar is pretty central in its location, though it is a few blocks from the main town square. Visitors have complained that a lack of proper lighting and often very light foot traffic can make walking in town at night an eerie experience. And while the beach town of Byron would be busy in the summer season, the winter months saw less of an influx of tourists. And this night, especially due to the unusual cold, was a quiet one. Cheeky Monkey only. A company wine he had previously consumed caused some sort of inebriation. At the time, Theo discarded at 11 p.m.
Okay.
Witnesses say Theo was not being crass, but was unsteady on his feet. There's debate about how intoxicated Theo was, with multiple witnesses claiming he wasn't that drunk, but others saying that it was rather obvious. There are no reports of aggression from either Theo nor his friends, and it is unclear what caused him to be escorted out. But CCTV footage...
Did she just say he was a little intoxicated? So he probably was doing I don't know. Maybe he was doing something in there. I don't know.
Footage captures his departure from the bar. This footage would capture the last known time Theo Hayes was seen alive. Getting back to the hostel was a simple process from the bar. Locals say that if you simply followed the bright lights and neon signs, Wake Up Hostel would be relatively easy to find, even at night after a few drinks. It should have been a 20-minute walk from the bar to the hostel. However, after obtaining Theo's Google records, it was determined that Theo never went back to the hostel that night. But that seemingly wasn't for lack of trying.
And I wonder why. I mean, maybe because he was a little intoxicated that he forgot where it was located at, because he was in a different country. That's why one of his friends should have went with him.
Theo left the bar at 11 p.m. CCTV footage shows him walking off into the low-lit sidewalks of Kingsley Street. which is a road that runs perpendicular to Johnson, the street that the bar was on. In a move that has confounded friends, family, and investigators, Theo then proceeded to take the most absurd route at sometimes worrisome speeds. Google Maps data shows that Theo, despite having a phone to tell him otherwise, walked in the opposite direction of the hostel. He went from Kingsley Street to Tennyson Street, then to the Youth Activity Center, which was a large open field. Data shows that he then walked at a very fast pace all the way to the Millen track. He may have been running, but the data is not exact. After moving rapidly through the Millen track, Theo headed to nearby Tallow Beach, but he did so in a very indirect fashion. This path would have led him through heavy brush, which investigators say would have been almost impossible to navigate at such speeds if you were not already familiar with the area.
Okay.
This is one reason why some speculate that Theo may not have been alone.
He might not have been, because if he didn't know where he was at, why would he be doing all that like she just said? That's weird.
His route was bizarre to both locals and anyone eyes. The hostel was in the opposite direction Theo going. Or had he been walking with another person left with a friend and because an unsafe person? Locals say the pitch blackness of the bush where Theo was moving through at that time of night can be discombobulating, even to those familiar with the area. So the fact that Theo made it through in such a short amount of time is rather puzzling. Another reason some suspect that Theo was not alone.
And it doesn't sound like he was alone either, because if he was going through there like that, and then, but who was he with? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did he meet a girl, or maybe somebody saw him and made him go that way because they wanted to rob him or do whatever else? Who knows? That's why his friends should have left with him when he left. At least I think they all should have left with him. Make sure he got, um, home and stuff, back to the hostel. People don't be thinking.
Is that tourists simply do not go to that area. The Milne Track is not grand nor beautiful, nor is it even easily accessible. The track simply leads from Milne Street through dense and unforgiving bushland and out to the coast of Talos Beach. There's nothing special nor remarkable about the location. Google Maps data shows that as Theo made his way quickly out of the bushland, he headed towards Cozy Corner Beach. This was all happening while Theo was still actively messaging people. From there, cell phone records pulled by authorities show that in this time, Theo texted a few friends. His friends insist that it was him texting and not an imposter, because the messages were in French, his native tongue, and were in his style of speaking syntactically.
When I got business in 2011, I was Wix, and it was really because
it's kind of strange, but we're gonna find C. Hopefully, we can see some more stuff. Let me let this go off here too. Oh no, this is
that early morning, and were in his style of speaking syntactically. Reports released by police state that at 12:50 a.m. that early morning, Theo sent a Facebook message to a friend regarding an upcoming U2 tour that was to happen in Australia. The last text Theo sent was to his stepsister at 12:55 a.m. The message was on WhatsApp, and police have not released the previous text messages, so the media only has access to the vague and morbidly upbeat last text. The final text sent by Theo simply said, merci, the French word for thank you, followed by a kiss emoji. This was the last message that he would ever send to anybody that we know of. Google data pulled by police show that in this time period, Theo also viewed an unknown YouTube video. Data pulled from his Google account shows that he searched Google Maps multiple times for the route back to his backpacker hostel. But it is unknown why he made and continued to make the choice to deviate from what would have been simple directions given by the Google Maps app. Then, right before 1 a.m., Theo went offline.
Hey.
Theo's cell phone signal pinged at 1:42 p.m. the next afternoon, June 1st. This ping, which was different from internet data usage in that it is merely a connection of the cell phone talking to a local cell tower, something even non-smartphones do. Which meant at that particular time, Theo's cell phone was on, but for how long and for what purpose, nobody knows, or police have not released. The tower it was connected to was the Cape Byron Cell Tower, which is close to Coast Corner Beach. After this ongoing ping, Theo's phone ever again. In the next few days, the hostel would not report Theo missing, even after his checkout date had come and gone. While some were highly critical of this decision because it did delay the most important 48.
That's strange in its own. Okay, for the hotel to not even call the police because he's supposed to had checked out. Wait, I got the wrong passcode. He's supposed to have checked out on the other day, the other day, like 2 days or 2 or 3, I forgot what she just said. I think it's 2 or 3 days before. And I think that's what they said. And he didn't. And then like I said, the hotel didn't even find it odd. And then I think finally that's when they called the police, if I'm not mistaken, all these different cases. Let's go ahead and finish watching what she say.
8 hours of a missing persons investigation, what some media this decision because it did delay the most important 48 hours of a missing persons investigation. What some media reports and many critics forget or omit is the context and location of this particular backpackers hostel. The sheer amount of young visitors who come and go from this locale without warning gave the hostel no initial reason to worry. Drug use and alcohol use by tourists who came to rediscover their spiritual side through nature was common, and therefore this type of behavior was not out of the ordinary, and usually due simply to wanderlust and not misfortune. Eventually, after almost 72 hours of not hearing from him, Theo's mother notified local authorities. A missing persons investigation was started, but by that time, many complained that the trail had gone cold.
And that's sad.
Investigators searched his hostel room, but found it undisturbed, with no signs of a struggle and no signs that Theo had attempted to pack up to leave. All of his suitcases, hygiene items, and passport were still where they had been left, and it seemed that he had only packed up enough to go out for a night on the town. An extensive search was carried out, with authorities scouring the air, land, and sea surrounding Byron Bay. The search and rescue workers used dogs, drones, helicopters, climbers, and divers to try and find Theo. On the 10th of May, Theo's parents arrived at Byron Bay and began searching alongside local volunteers. They distributed missing person flyers all over town, but despite exhaustive search efforts, no trace of Theo was found. On the 3rd of July, the police officially called off the physical search. Nearly 1 month after he was reported missing, volunteers continued searching for the missing 18-year-old. A few days later, on July 7th, a volunteer search group found a cap that appeared to match the one that Theo was last seen wearing in the CCTV footage obtained by police. The cap was found in the lighthouse area, where his cell phone had last pinged. Theo's family is certain it was Theo's hat that was found, but a DNA test result has yet to be released.
Okay.
Theo is one of over 2,600 people in Australia who are listed as long-term missing. This classification is given to those who have not been seen or heard from in 3 or more months. 6 of those on the list vanished just a few kilometers from Byron Bay, and their mysterious disappearances have never been solved. These deaths span 3 decades, and while police say they do not see a connection across age, race, or gender, they cannot rule out any connections at this time, either overall or within patterns or subgroups of historical missing victims. 3 weeks after Theo was last seen, a local resident of Byron was walking through Clark's Beach dunes and came upon a large stick with an ominous message and a sinister implication. The large stick appeared to have bloodstains on it. The wife of the man who found the stick recalls that her husband was walking when he noticed the obtrusive object first, and then the strange lettering, and then the blood-like stains. She posted a picture of the stick to social media while she waited for police to come collect it. And while she says authorities did pick it up from her, they didn't treat or process the area like a crime scene, nor did they take any photographs of the surrounding area. The stick, thick in its girth and roughly 1.5 meters long, almost 5 feet, has the words, "The Judge," marked on it in big black letters.
Yeah. What? That's weird. That is weird. Weird in its own. That's very strange. What y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Do you think some person is out there in that area just catching people and doing just what he's that's written on that stick, and then killing these people? Because you just heard her say, I think she just said some other people were missing in that same area, in that same area. So do you think that whoever a stick that is, do you think that person or whatever it is responsible for all those missing people, including Theo? Do you think that?
One end of the stick is wrapped in duct tape. No word has come on the processing of this stick, but investigators often withhold information on test results so as to exclude false confessions or so as not to impede an arrest. Soon after, a woman came forward and told police that on June 2nd, 2 days after Theo went missing, while driving on Pacific Highway, she saw 2 men on the road. One of the men, who appeared to be in his 30s, flagged her down near Coffs Harbor, 240 kilometers south of Byron Bay, at around 4:30 a.m. The other man seemed to be lying on the road as if he was unconscious or dead. However, she decided not to stop as she felt unsafe, and later she called police and uploaded a video on Facebook describing the incident. In it, she is crying as she was worried someone might have been seriously injured. The police checked the area but could not find the men. The woman would later see a news story about Theo, and she realized that the man lying on the road was wearing light-colored pants and black shoes, the same clothes that Theo had been wearing when last seen alive on CCTV footage. She told authorities, but never heard back from them. For now, Theo's father has the last word. In a tearful plea to the media while at the police station, he said, quote, "I promised Theo's little brother that I would bring his brother home. Please help me keep my promise to him." If you have any information on this case, or if you recall visiting the area of Byron Bay during this time period of May 29th to June 2nd, 2019, and may have pictures, videos, or memories of these days, please contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-333-000 or go to nsw.crimestoppers.com.au.
Yeah, that's a daggone shame. Okay, and then the lady who drove by the man that was, I guess, flattening her down, and then the other guy on the ground. The thing about it is, that person could have been doing a setup as well. Okay, because where were they at when the police went to look? You see what I'm saying? That could have been a setup to get somebody else, and then it's probably, like I said, some serial killer that's out there. He's probably the one who had the stick and left it there, and that's why a lot of people also became missing in that same area. He's probably out there doing all this, and no telling where, if Theo is alive, no telling where he's at. That's sad, a sad case. Again, let me stress though, when you go out with people, to clubs, bars, or whatever the case is, and one of your friends or relatives get a little intoxicated or something happens, I honestly think that everybody should leave together, especially when you are in a different country or different state, city, or whatever, or even if you're in the city that you know of. I mean, just out of precaution, you would just basically, go with them. Especially if somebody is a little, even if they're not intoxicated, everybody should just leave out with them. At least take them home, and then you can go back. Because if they would have went out with him, this right here probably wouldn't even happen. And then nothing too. Why did he go the other way instead of going the more direct way? Why did he go that way? But the thing about it though, when he was talking, texting on the phone, or did they say he talked on the phone or he texted? I think they said he talked on the phone. So if he talked on the phone, or even if he was texting, his messages don't even look like he was in no type of stress at that time. Like I said, unless somebody was following him, you know what I'm saying? After he got off the phone and everything, they got him in the area where they wanted him to be, unless they got him there. You know what I'm saying? Because just because he was texting really in an upbeat faction and stuff, it doesn't mean that somebody was there at that particular time, or he saw a person at that particular time. Somebody could have been following him, and then once he got through texting or whatever the case is, they could have just walked up on him or anything. It's just a trip. And this happened way back in 2019, 21, 2, 3. And it's like 4 years later, and we haven't heard anything. Let me see if they got any updates on this. So, I mean, I'm reading an article where they say they declare him deceased, but I don't believe this article because they never found him. So how can you declare somebody deceased if you have never found the person? Okay, so for all we know, he could still be out there. Okay, we don't know. And a lot of people in the comments section talking about suicide, but he doesn't seem like he was unhappy. Just from the things that she was telling us about him and stuff, I don't just really think that. Like I said, it could be anything. It could be a serial killer out there, because she did say other people became missing in that same area. Let me see what else they said. And I'm with this person that I'm reading this theory here online, who said either someone was with him, okay, or either somebody was there at that beach area, and this person may be a serial killer or whatever the case is, and that person came out or whatever. But since he was walking through a way that they said that he really didn't know about, right, and he was walking through it like he did know the area, that does indicate that somebody was possibly with him. Because remember, they said that lady said that in the video. Because they said trying to navigate Bryan's Bay bushland and cliff alone is not something that he probably could do. You know what I'm saying? Since he's just visiting there. So, you know what? Somebody probably was with him, because they said he wasn't like, he was a little, tipsy or whatever the case is, but he wasn't like drop dead drunk or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see him going in that area like that and then walking through the area like he knows where he's going, and so quickly. So yeah, somebody probably was with him. And that's a shame. That person probably was watching him. Yeah, somebody probably was watching him. So let's see. So they said that somebody gave an anonymous tip. Now I don't know, back in 2021, okay, regarding this. I don't know if this person was lying. I'm just going to tell you guys what they said. Okay, so a tip came in who said that Mr. Hayes was buried in Bryan Bay bushland. And so when someone gave that tip out, investigators went to a squatter's house where they found a chilling link to a dead woman named Theo. A private investigator for the family of Theo Hayes, a Belgian traveler who was 18 years old when he mysteriously vanished in the NSW coastal town 2 years ago, has probed the online tip for the past 12 months, according to a newspaper in Australia. Okay, this is back in 2021 when someone gave them that tip. The tipster claimed to have overheard a conversation at a Bryan pub in which two patrons quizzed a man about a missing Belgian backpacker. Quickly, I realized that this conversation was in fact becoming an interrogation by two female yep, patrons. Did I just say that right? I don't know what the hell I be talking about sometime, y'all. But anyway, on another male person, they said, according to the tipster. All I could hear was the females ask him, "Where is he then? You lot are a bunch of dogs if you don't tell anyone where he is." Okay, so who? Okay, so they said they're investigating those new clues that I just told you about, the one where they say he was buried. It led to an amazing discovery linking the case with the death of a lady named Thea Little, 42. Okay. So they looked at this house right here when they got that tip. Hey, David, when they got that tip from whoever tipped them, they went to this house right here, y'all. They went to that house right there, if you can see it. Okay, to check it. Okay. And then they said that the tip, the new clues that they got linked his case with another case. And the other case is regarding Thea Little. I guess she got killed. It's this girl right here. This is weird. And stranger and stranger. This was back in 2021 too. Okay. Let me see what else they said. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and read this. Where am I at? I forgot where I left off at. Okay, so a female was asking some dudes, "Where is he then? You lot are a bunch of dogs if you don't tell anyone where he is." Okay. Somebody claimed they overheard some women talking to somebody else about that. Then a day later at the same pub, the same man dropped a bombshell about the enduring mystery. They decided to hide the body in dense bushland in Bryan. And he said, "I hope this information is useful, and no matter the circumstances, hope that Theo's family is given the closure they deserve," he said, according to the tipster. The tip led to another claim that Hayes' belongings had been dumped at a squatter's house in Nimbed, a town famous for hippie culture and marijuana use, about 65 kilometers from Bryan, or Bryan, that's what it's really called. Private investigator Ken Gamble, acting pro bono for the Hayes family, tracked down the home and discovered a mysterious link to a woman named Thea Little, 42. Among the rubbish, broken floorboards, and smashed glass, Mr. Gamble found letters addressed to Mrs. Little, whose skeletal remains were found on Browns Bay, Tallow Beach Road last July. Wow. According to his Google Maps data, Hayes had visited Tallow Beach shortly after he left Byron Bay nightclub Cheeky Monkeys, where he was last seen on May 31st, 2019. Okay. I'm just looking at this house real quick, y'all. Okay, let's go down. So after he got killed, Thea Little, she disappeared 5 months later after he disappeared. I'm doing good, David. How are you? All right, thank you. Thank you, David. Um, so she got killed a couple months after he became missing. So they also said that Theo Hayes, the missing guy, also went to Cozy Corner at Tallow Beach. So anyway, a few months after Hayes vanished, a cap similar to the one he was wearing on the night he was last seen was found in bushland near Tallow Beach, which we saw that in the other video. Mrs. Little, a former microbiologist who became homeless, went missing 5 months after Hayes' disappearance. You know that's got to be related. Mr. Gambo's investigation found Taylor Beach was a reputed hangout for meth and heroin junkies, sparking speculations Hayes may have met his fate there. Could have. The private detective told the Australian he had identified 20 people of interest. These are the kinds of people Theo could have ran into if he met with foul play, he said. But what did they do with his body? Well, the guy did say he overheard somebody say that they buried him in the bushlands. Okay, so the guy continues to talk. He said, they are people who have violent histories and mental health issues and that are homeless. So they be out there in that area. Okay. They hang out at Taylor Beach and use drugs like ice and heroin. Okay. But police still believe Hayes most likely slipped on rocks at Bryan Run Lighthouse and fell into the sea where he was swept away and drowned. Hmm. Really? Oh, that's good, David. I'm glad you're relaxing. It's a good night to relax. The Belgian's father, Laurent Hayes, still hopes to find out exactly what happened to his son. Okay. So let's see. Here's the timeline of his disappearance. On May the 31st at 7:45, Theo Hayes and an unnamed friend were caught on CCTV camera at a local bottle shop in Bryan Run Bay. On May the 31st at 11 p.m., the last confirmed sighting of Hayes. He was spotted leaving the Cheeky Monkeys bar. On June the 1st a.m., yeah, they are. Oh, okay. Let's see where I'm at. On June the 1st, it was the last confirmed WhatsApp message was sent from Theo's phone. So that's the message he sent. We gave kisses out, right? Kisses emojis and stuff. So he didn't act like he was scared the way he sent that text message out, but I don't know. So on June the 1st at 1:42 p.m., Theo's phone pinged for the last time. And then on June the 6th, Theo was reported missing to local police. They waited all that time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 days. Then on June the 9th, police conducted a major land, sea, and air search in the Bryan Bay area with the assistance of rescue officers in the state emergency service in a helicopter as well. For real they waited. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They waited like 8 days before they actually went out and started searching for him. And that's why he probably couldn't even be found because they waited too long. So on the 10th, local and other backpackers joined in the search for Theo. Then on June the 10th through the 16th, SCS crews, the dog squad, lifeguards, local volunteers, and police are continuing to search the Bryan Bay headlands east and north of the town, as well as beaches and swamps. Then on June the 16th, let me see where I'm at. June the 16th, Theo's mother told a French broadcaster in Belgium she is holding out hope for her son. She's holding out hope her son is safe and well, but said his disappearance is entirely out of character. Of course, he didn't really have no reason to just disappear and leave. On June the 17th, Theo's father travels to Bryan Bay to help search for his son, Theo. He makes an emotional plea asking Australia to keep looking for his son and vows to stay in the country until he is found. He says he hopes WhatsApp will cooperate with police to decode the messages that Theo last sent, which could change the course of the search. Police confesses they are still baffled by the case and are keeping all lines of inquiry open. Homicides detectives join in on the search for Theo. Then on July the 3rd, NSW police announced the full-scale search for the teenager had been called off. That's sad, but investigations are ongoing. Why don't they just call off searches like that? On July the 12th, Theo's heartbroken father flies home. That's sad. July the 17th, top forensic psychologist Tim Watson Monroe says he believes Theo could have been the victim of an unknown serial killer, along with two 20-year-old backpackers who went missing on the NSW North Coast months prior. And I said the same thing because it sounds like it is. I mean, I really do believe that. I believe the man probably was following him. I don't think the man was by him when he was texting, because he wasn't. To me, he wasn't texting erratic or anything. Or I don't know. They said the coded messages. Did he send other messages that they're not telling us about? Because if he did send other messages that they're not telling us about, then it could be a possibility that the person could have been with him when he was texting. So it probably is some type of killer or something that was out there with him, or even just following him. Got to be one of the two. July the 18th, those parents reveal they believe he is still alive and are holding out hope he is in a commune. Okay. In August, a dedicated group of Byron Bay locals have brought in cadaver dogs to search for a missing Belgian tourist, Theo Hayes. I'm just checking the chat over here. Yeah, they butts don't be out there looking long, especially when you're grown. That is sad. They just called off the search and stuff. So anyway, back in September, no. So the dogs and their handlers, they searched through the bushlands. Okay. They even checked the national park there in Tallow Beach. Okay. That was in August, I guess back in that year, 2019. Then in September, Theo's father arrives back in Australia to continue his search for his son. Then on September the 16th, again, police call off the search for Theo and refer his case to the coroner. So they already believe that he probably died. October the 13th, Theo's family confirmed a cap found in dense bushland near to where the missing backpacker's phone last ping belonged to him. That's sad. That is sad, y'all. So, honestly, I'm actually leaning more toward the thing that it's probably a serial killer out there. Okay, let's keep it real. It just sounds like it. Because two other people got killed or missing, right? Then that girl became missing a couple months later. Okay, so it's somebody out there in that area doing this. And why the police haven't found out about it, I just don't know. I don't understand that. I just don't. That is crazy. So here he is in a store. I think we already saw this. I'm going to show y'all this video again. They released more stuff of him in the store with his other friend, I guess. Wait. Let me show y'all this real quick. So here's this other video. Wait, let me see if I can get this. Tap to unmute. And now you're going to be able to hear. I'm not putting this way down here. Y'all, something ain't right. So that's him with his friend in the store. I'm telling you, I bet you somebody followed him because it was at nighttime. It was nighttime too. And he was a little intoxicated, probably, a little high off the stuff he was drinking. That's them leaving out of there. So I think that's it of that video. So yeah, I just really do believe that somebody was out there. There's somebody still out there that's killing these kids. I really do believe that. What do you guys think? Do you think somebody was out there following him and saw him and just out there killing people? A serial killer or one of those druggies out there. Could be anybody out there. Yeah, y'all can drop y'all links in the chat, okay? Yeah. This is sad. But anyway, I don't want to say my condolences because I'm hoping that he's still alive. So I'm just going to say my prayers are extended out to Theo Hayes' family and his girlfriend and his friends. And, I hope they find him and I hope he still is alive. I really do. I don't know, but I really do. And this is a picture of his family along with his little brother. This is sad. But I just really think they need to be going out there really searching really good. Um, that's a whole different country though. But hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I got to cough. Hold. I had to mute that because y'all be thinking somebody got CV or something. Every time y'all hear people cough, y'all just be going crazy. Start looking around. It just be so funny doing the most. So yeah, he was standing in a hostile. Yeah, hostile. I mean, but yeah, that's sad, y'all. But like I said, I don't want to say my condolences because I really hope he is still alive, just somewhere. So I'm going to just say they are in my prayers. My prayers are extended out to that family, and I hope that they find their son. It's a really sad thing. And then he said he promised Theo's little brother that he would bring his brother home. So I don't know, but I hope some miracle happens where he can alive. I really do, you know. And his dad was crying and stuff. That's sad. I don't like seeing men cry because it's different. When a man cries, it's different than when women cry. Because women cry all the time, but it takes a lot for a man to cry. But that's real sad. But again, my prayers are extended out to them. And he would be, how old was he then? 18, 2019, 21, 2, 3, 18, 19, 21, 2. So he would be around 22 or so, somewhere around that age. Okay. But yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with what I just said regarding what you think happened? Even though I'm trying to think positive, but do you agree with that? Okay. So now we're going to try to cover this next story, y'all. It's another missing girl. Let me see. I'm like using 2 or 3 different things over here, okay? Phones, everything. All right, David, let's see. So the other case, let me go ahead and go to it, guys. It's another one that I want to go to. I know I'm not going to be able to do all of them, so I'll probably have to do the other 2 tomorrow. Let's see. Because I do think you guys need to know about this, okay? I really do. There's a lot of people that's missing. A lot of people. Let me see the other person. So I want to talk about Keirra Coles. Okay, Keirra Coles. I want to talk about her because this case is a damn trip. Okay, let me show you what she looked like first. Now I think they actually know what happened to her, but I just want to tell y'all about the case. Damn it! I don't know what kind of. Oh man, when I be doing pictures of people and making screenshots, I'll never get the entire face or something for some reason. Let me see if I can do it like this and actually show y'all her what she looked like. Let's see if we can cover her real quick. What did I do with the daggone article now? See, Keirra. This is Tamilian. Let's see. This is this other dude right here. See, I even got to do him. Okay, so here she go. It's this. Let me see. It's this girl, right? Can you see her? We're gonna talk about her now. Okay, Keirra Coles. And y'all might have heard about her case, and you probably do remember this because it was, I think this was not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. So let me go ahead and put this in here first, and I'm probably gonna let you watch a video on her too. But let me go to her first. Keirra Coles. Oh God, Keirra Coles. She's like all over. Let's see. So, y'all, it's hot. Let me just tell you about her real quick, okay, before we watch a video regarding her. Okay, so Keirra is a mother of, what? No. Keirra Coles vanished more than 4 years ago, okay? Her mom is hoping the FBI will take the lead in the search for her daughter. Coles was about 3 months pregnant and eager to meet her first child when she disappeared October the 2nd, 2018. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this story about her. Okay. But I get it's hot in here, y'all. But it's a tripped out case as well. Let me see if they got the whole thing. So she has supposedly went. Keirra Coles was a postal worker, and she also, I believe, because I was listening to the story, I believe she also did Lyft on the side. Okay, and the day that she became missing, let me see if I can remember this correctly. She told her mom she wasn't going to work. Okay, so she didn't go to work that day. But I'm trying to remember where did she tell her mom she was going. I can't remember because she ended up, I believe, going. Let me just go to the story because I don't want to mix this up, y'all, because I be seeing all types of stuff up here. Let me just go to the story. Let's see. I think she went to somebody's house instead, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let me go to the actual story because I want to get this right because this story is a trip, like I said. Let me go to the actual story. Actually, let me and I forgot to tell you guys, she was also pregnant, okay? I don't know if I just said that before, but I'm saying it now again if I did. That she was pregnant. She was very excited about being pregnant and having a baby and everything like that. And let me go to the video shit, okay? Because I got these cases mixed up, you know. You know how we do. We mix everything up. Let's go to the actual, how do you spell her name? Keirra Coles. Disappearance. But I think let's see. I know I spelled that word wrong. Let's see. So, let's look at this video first of her, okay? Let's look at this video. I want to see this video first.
Ghirardelli chocolate.
Let's let this crazy commercial go off. You know, they got to put these ads so y'all can get paid. You know how that goes.
Their efforts to solve the case of a missing postal worker 3 years after she
So that's her right
disappeared.
here.
Police have released new video with the last known recorded images of Keirra Coles walking into her apartment at 81st and Vernon. Later that night, she left with a man in her car. She was seen a few minutes later on surveillance video withdrawing money from an ATM at a business on 86th and Cottage Grove. She was pregnant when she vanished. Her car was found a block from her apartment. Inside were her cell phone and her lunch. The police video also shows officers forcibly entering Keirra's apartment at her mother's request.
Even when I had the police come and do a well-being check to see if my daughter was in her apartment okay, it was a wreck for me then. I couldn't even stand up there as they was taking the screws out the door. I couldn't even stand up there. My heart was beating so fast. My hands were sweating. I thought I was going to walk into something that I didn't want to see, to the point I had to go outside and catch my breath.
And police questioned a man who was seen parking outside Keirra's apartment, then going inside. He later left in his own car. Officers say he gave several accounts of what happened, but was never charged.
And that's weird in itself. Let me go to another video of her. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to another. Let's see. I want to go to one. Let's talk about it a little bit more. This is the one I think I was watching right here. I think. Let me see. I think this is the one that I watched. No CD, y'all. No CD. I don't even have a code.
We just want Keirra home.
It's both mystery and a tragedy.
I don't want to feel the worst.
A young girl in her 20s has everything to live for.
She go right there.
Video footage shows that she was walking toward and past her car.
I kept looking at the video all that night.
This may hold a clue to what happened to her.
Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018 was an unusually warm fall day in Chicago with a high of 88 degrees. In the Chatham neighborhood on the south side, Karen Phillips was feeling good. Her daughter Keirra was doing so well.
Any sense of that something was wrong?
No.
She was the star. She was the bright spot in this family.
Regina Waldrop, a veteran reporter for NBC5, was about to cover a story that would stay with her for years to come. and bring back terrible memories of her own.
I was 11 years old, and I just remember how frantic my parents were.
Waldrop, now the mother of a young daughter herself, would soon develop a bond with Karen Phillips.
I connected with her immediately. She looked in my eyes and she said, "Regina, I haven't been sleeping. I don't want to eat. I don't want to close my eyes. I just want my daughter to come home."
Her daughter, Keirra Coles, was the fourth of Karen Phillips' 5 kids, each name beginning with the letter K. Kim, Keisha, Kendrick, and Kiana. But Keirra always seemed to run the show.
In charge of the other kids in your family?
Yeah. With her trying to always be in charge of everybody else's situation.
Karen describes her daughter as extremely driven, working 2 jobs, driving for Lyft and sorting mail for the post office part-time, trying hard to become a full-time postal employee.
She worked like 3 years temporarily at the post office. She kept saying, "I'm going to go back every year till they hire me."
At age 26, Keirra had a checklist of things she wanted to accomplish.
I'm going to save up. I'm going to get me an apartment. She did that. I'm going to get me a reliable car. She did that.
She was in love with a man she'd been dating for 6 years.
Did you think he was good for her?
Yeah. He had manners, just speaking and never raised his voice in my house.
And Karen says they were now 12 weeks pregnant with a baby Keirra couldn't wait to raise.
We was all excited for her to have a child. She was just so happy.
She showed off her ultrasound picture. No word on whether it was a boy or girl.
You were close.
Yes.
Talked every day?
Every day.
But on Wednesday, October 3rd, her phone rang, and Karen's calls went unanswered starting at 8 a.m.
I knew it was something wrong when her phone kept on voicemail.
She's an adult. Is it possible she just went off on her own?
No, we was too close for her to just run out.
She says Keirra seemed happy and excited about the baby when they last spoke the night Tuesday around 7 p.m.
Just saying that she wasn't going to work too hard because she don't want to endanger the baby. I don't have a miscarriage.
She kept in check with an inhaler. Keirra was always planned to buy groceries, collapse carrying the bags inside.
Could you see in the window?
No, you couldn't see in the window.
Karen rushed to Keirra's place and banged on the door.
Could you hear anything inside?
Only the TV.
The TV was on, but nobody answered. Now very worried, she called Keirra's boyfriend to bring a key. She said he told her he didn't have one and had not seen Keirra all day, but would come over right away.
Another video that I was watching when they say that, because y'all got to realize I be watching more than one type of video. It said that her boyfriend was lying. It said that he did have a key to her place, allegedly. Okay. That's what the other video I was watching saying. So let's see what they say on this. So why would he lie if he actually had the key?
She also called 911. When police arrived, they took the hinges off the door and went inside.
It was just empty.
Any sign of a struggle?
No.
Anything out of place?
No.
Just a TV left on, the groceries she purchased put away. Their attention turned outside where her car was usually parked. It wasn't there, but it was nearby.
Her car was down the street.
Down the street,
even though there were open spots in front of the apartment.
Yeah, I found that kind of strange right in the beginning, but so much.
That's definitely weird if she normally doesn't park her car that far down the street. And clearly whoever parked it down the street did it, so nobody would see who they were or who they are. Or he is, okay, or she is.
Was going on.
Why would she park down the street, especially when she had groceries to carry inside?
Right,
they called the locksmith to open the car.
What do you see inside?
The purse and the cell phone. But the purse she was using for a lunch bag because it had prenatal vitamins, an apple, an orange, and a water.
Untouched, as though she were heading to work. But Karen found out later Keirra had called out sick and wasn't going to be working that day.
Right.
Mom held her breath as they checked the trunk.
Anything inside?
It was her work stuff, like a work jacket, the little pushing thing that they push the mail around in.
Again, nothing out of place. A life stopped in midstream. The news soon broke that a pregnant postal worker had disappeared without a trace.
Help bring my baby home.
A parent's desperate plea.
Thank you for stopping.
We went to the area and there she was handing out flyers. And I approached her. I said, "My name is Regina Waldrop. I want to tell the story about your daughter."
Waldrop did not tell Karen Phillips her older sister had gone missing back in 1983. Knowing the details would be too upsetting.
I was transported back to years ago. My sister had been drugged in a club and she had been raped and she was gone missing for 2 weeks.
Waldrop knew from her own experience that time is critical in every missing persons case. she was surprised to see Keirra's car still on the street.
It's down the street from her apartment. I'm with another reporter, and we look right in the car. We can see her purse sitting there open, and we're so surprised because why is the car still sitting here? Hadn't been towed, anything. We're wondering, had it been fingerprinted? Does it have clues to where she might be?
Her apartment building right here.
Right.
Victims advocate Andrew Holmes went door to door looking for clues. He quickly noticed surveillance cameras nearby.
Video surveillance came from the hill, which is exactly 2 buildings down.
Waldrop was knocking on doors too when she heard a woman's voice.
A woman calls down and says, hey.
Listen, that's why the man, whoever it was, parked that car down the street, because they probably know about those cameras everywhere.
My husband, he has video. I go upstairs, he's walking us through this video. He's saying, there she is there. She's walking down the street. You see her, she's in her polo uniform. That's her, that's her.
How big is that moment?
Listen, I saw another article that said that the video this man is talking about is not of Keirra. That's somebody else. Let's see if they're going to say that in this right here.
It's earth-shattering because I think this is video of her walking towards her car. This may hold a clue to what happened to her.
Why would she walk past her own car?
You know, that remains to be answered. She had seen someone she knew.
Was she leaving with someone to start another life no one knew about, or being lured to a place of no return?
I'm thinking that she's walking to somebody's car, so all the video that they took off the block, that we'll be able to see exactly what car she got into and, you know, possibly have a license plate.
Why would she be wearing her uniform if she's off work?
I was thinking maybe she decided to go back, maybe she decided to go in, or she just put the uniform on.
Chicago police declined to talk about any...
No, the video that they were talking about is not of her, okay? When I looked at the updated information, they said that the video, that's another postal worker that the man got in the video. It's not Keirra, okay?
Aspect of the case, they have not named any suspects or persons of interest. So we showed our reporting to retired Chicago homicide detective Rich Shack, who now heads the Criminal Justice Department at National University. A young pregnant woman is missing. Who?
The baby.
What question?
How did you feel about the baby? Were you thinking about getting married? Did you talk about support?
Karen Phillips had questions for the boyfriend too, a fellow postal employee named Josh Simmons. First, she says Simmons told her he did not have access to Keirra's apartment.
I said, you ain't got no key. And then he was like, no, which Keirra did tell me she had gave him a key.
Karen has even more questions about what she says his behavior was in the days after the disappearance.
Did the boyfriend go door to door with you when you knocked on doors?
No.
Did he hang up the poster?
He didn't do anything, y'all.
Did he
Nothing.
talk to you?
He left town.
Move to all
man,
state.
you made my daughter for sick, and then now that my daughter is pregnant and missing, you do nothing.
Karen says he moved to another state with the mother of 2 more of his children, a woman Karen says her daughter was not happy with.
See, he moved to a whole nother state, I think in Louisiana somewhere, and hooked up with his ex. And like she getting ready to tell y'all, that her daughter and his baby mama did not get along together. So if I recall this right, Keirra was not allowed to come around somebody's house because her and the girl didn't, she didn't like the girl.
She had a fight with the other baby's mother, and she was banned from coming to his house.
And remember that crucial video evidence? Karen says something began to bother her as she watched the tape play on the news.
It's the mother thing, you just know your child.
That's not her walk.
No, that's not a walk.
Is that her size?
A little bit smaller and a little bit shorter.
She says police confirmed what she feared. That hopeful clue was not a clue at all. That was not Keirra on the tape.
He says not. Don't tell nobody that that's not your daughter.
Karen says it turns out another woman who worked for the post office lived nearby, and that was her, not Keirra. And she says police held it back, perhaps to deceive any real suspects into thinking they were chasing a false lead.
Why are you telling us now when the police told you 2 years ago not to say anything?
I didn't say anything because I didn't want to mess up the case. I don't have nothing to lose now. I mean, it's been 2 years. Y'all ain't came up with nothing.
The timestamp on the wrong video showed Wednesday at 11:54 a.m. Keirra now figured whatever happened was hours earlier, sometime before her first unanswered call to Keirra around 8 o'clock Wednesday morning and their last conversation around 7 o'clock the night before, Tuesday.
Karen says she's seen another neighbor's video of Keirra and Simmons leaving her apartment in separate cars on Tuesday and says police told her they have pictures of the couple going to an ATM.
They said that they had video of Keirra and Josh at an ATM Tuesday.
Did they tell you how much money was taken out?
Keirra withdrawn $400, giving it to him.
Chicago police would not confirm or deny any of this. The ATM video or the video Karen says she saw of Keirra and Simmons leaving in separate cars, and we can't independently verify that information. Again, police have not named a person of interest or suspect, including Josh Simmons, and we found no criminal history in his past. We did find an address for him in Louisiana, but he did not respond to letters we sent there asking for comment. Does Chicago have the resources to go down and surveil him?
And you know what? That's a damn shame. Okay, because if he was dating her for 6 years, hey Edward, thank you for coming in. Thanks everybody for coming in. Okay, if you're dating someone for 6 years and then they become missing, wouldn't you show more concern? And then clearly, I mean, I don't even want to say anything. It's just weird. Okay, it's just weird.
Him in another state, would you do that?
Probably not, unless you had something really concrete to cause you to go do that. In other words, you came up with a witness or you bragged to somebody.
If Keirra was murdered, how hard is it to prosecute a murder case without a body?
Well, the body tells you what happened. If it's a homicidal cause of death, that helps you in your prosecution. When you don't have the cause of death or the body, it's difficult to show that there was actually a murder that took place.
Sadly, he says what's not difficult is disposing of a body if you have time before anyone is looking. It now seems whatever happened could have been 20 hours before Karen Phillips called 911.
If Keirra was murdered, how would they get rid of the body that fast?
That's the question for the ages, but you could easily put him in the bottom of a dumpster, wrapped in something, and next thing you know, the body's in a landfill.
Never to be found again.
Never to be found.
Chicago police released a statement saying they're working this investigation with the Postal Inspection Service and the FBI. Postal investigators tell us they've had 400 leads and say they can't imagine the level of pain, grief, and frustration felt by Keirra Cole's family. They're offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to her whereabouts. He's making an appeal to Josh Simmons. What do you want to say to him tonight?
But I wish he would come in and talk to the police. I always gave him the benefit of the doubt from day one. Even when people were saying, it's the boyfriend, I'm like, don't do that because we don't know. Because we don't know what happened.
I think Karen's at the realization that Keirra is not coming home. She's not ever going to come home.
Regina Waldrop says her sister Valencia was found alive after she was attacked years ago, but she's struggled through a difficult life ever since. Waldrop hopes Karen Phillips gets some answers someday.
The biggest thing for me, I guess, is that wasn't Keirra walking to her car. That wasn't her daughter.
Right.
So many of us believe that she was still alive when she may have already been gone.
Karen tries not to think about what might have happened to her daughter and the grandchild she never got to know.
Sad, yeah.
Each day, she prays for a good night's sleep, knowing her nightmare will begin again when she wakes up.
What do you want people to know?
I just want them to know that they wouldn't begin to understand the pain that I go through. Just think if it was your child,
Right.
your sister, your brother, your mother, and I just really wish somebody would have a heart and just leave an anonymous tip.
So please contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service if you have any information on Keirra Coles at 877-876-2455 and reference case number 269-3502. All right. Yeah. Whew. These cases are something else, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It is a daggone, sad situation. And her boyfriend, man. So let me just say, they said on that video that they was talking about on the surveillance footage of Coles entering her home on October the 2nd, 2018, they said a man who detectives, identify as a person of interest also arrived and entered the residence. Okay. It said Keirra and the man later got into a car and drove off with Keirra in the driver's seat. This is the stuff they're not talking about. They said they won't elaborate on any further. And then they said at about 10:43 that night, Coles was spotted on surveillance video making ATM withdrawals. The last known images of her. Okay, so they won't even tell us who the man was. Then an hour later, Coles vehicle was seen arriving and parking in another area of the city. The person of interest leaves the passenger side of the vehicle, but nobody leaves the driver's side of the vehicle. The next day, on October the 3rd, the person of interest is seen parking Keirra's vehicle near her residence before entering the building and exiting with unknown items. So who was that person of interest, I wonder. And then they said that person drives away in his personal vehicle that was parked on the block overnight. Okay, so they did question the person of interest, after Keirra was reported missing, and they say he gave different accounts of the last time he saw her. So who was the person of interest? Okay, because the police won't tell us. So it says right here that police won't identify their person of interest. But Phillips told ABC News that Cole's boyfriend lied to her about when he last texted the 26-year-old. The boyfriend could not be reached by ABC News for comment. That's sad. So again, who was the person? I wonder who was excuse me, y'all. Something made me start coughing. Let's see. The person who was seen walking with her and stuff. Who was that? The one who got left her house and they got back in his car and stuff. I wonder why the police is not telling me. Okay, let's see. The department said, let's see. So they're not telling us anything about that. I'm not gonna say on this camera, but I kind of think, who that could have been, that person of interest. Okay, and I wonder why. Then again, you can probably, if you really think about it, you can probably try to imagine in your mind why the police won't say who it is, because they probably don't want the person to know that they got an idea and they're trying to find enough evidence to back themselves up. So we're gonna just leave that right there. But they talk to the person of interest and everything. They question that person and everything. And that person was with her for a minute. And then the mom said allegedly the boyfriend lied about the text messages or something. But anyway, that's a daggone shame. This whole case was kind of tripped out because where is she at? Even if somebody killed her, where's her body? Let's see what you say right here. He leaves after she is pregnant. He has 2 kids already. Yeah, he probably got rid of her because she knew it just was not calling any cameras or something. Right. And I don't know. I know one thing, he moved on quickly. He would not talk to nobody or anything. That's kind of, weird right there. That's very strange to me. 3 months pregnant. Let me see. Do they have any updated stuff on her real quick, y'all? Let me see. Updated information. Let me see if they got any update. 2023. See if they found anything else about her real quick. Let's see. Still nothing, y'all. Nothing. This is March the 8th, 2023. The family of Keirra Coles is still searching for answers after the 26-year-old pregnant letter carrier became missing. So they still haven't found anything more about her. And that's a damn shame. And since they didn't have enough reasons to question the boyfriend any further, that's why they are not doing too much. At least we don't That's what they having us to believe. We don't know if that is true. Yeah. This she called in sick from work and surveillance video captured her. That's not her walking up down. I don't know why they still have this on these art in these articles. She wasn't walking up and down the street. That was another postal worker. Now listen, this is something else new that I just saw. They said in October 2018, Dan Perkins, the boyfriend of Cole's mother, told WGN that Coles walked past her car as if she saw something. She seen something that made her turn around that fast and cross the street, and her car was on the other side of the street. Okay. So days went by, and when her family tried to call Coles, her phone went straight to voicemail. Then police went to her apartment to conduct a welfare check, and all they didn't find her in the apartment, but they did see her car keys and wallet. That's weird. That is weird. Wait, that is very strange, y'all. That is yeah. I don't think they're looking hard enough either. I really don't. Um, and I think they should be questioning some people a little bit more too, because the whole case seems odd. Who was the man she was walking with, the person of interest? Okay, who was that? Who is that person? Okay, and how can somebody just refuse? I guess you can just refuse to talk to people. You know what I'm saying, to the police. I don't know. And why won't the boyfriend talk to the mom or anything? Because even if he don't really want to be involved, he can just say, I didn't, whatever, to the mom. I don't know. But everything, it just all seems weird to me. Very strange case. It really is. And then you get more and more information about this case. So that's why I say when people have kids that are missing and you find them, be happy about that, because a lot of people never find their children ever. I just went over 2 cases and I didn't even get a chance to go over the other 2. I knew I wouldn't, because I always spend a long time talking about, the 1 or 2 cases, which is a good thing because every case is important, and you never know who may see your videos and stuff. But like I said, as far as this case right here, though, I just, feel like they should be looking a little bit more, because nobody just disappears, okay? Nobody. And then in order for somebody to have to get rid of a body and no clue, they had to be planning everything and researching stuff and figuring out how they're going to do certain things. You just can't just do something all of a sudden and then carry out everything and nobody see a trace of anything. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Usually people make plans and research stuff, and do things like that. So I don't know. This is just the whole case is like weird, the whole case. But my prayers are extended out to Keirra Cole's parents and her family members and her friends. And my prayers is also extended out to her if she's still alive. I don't want to say condolence because I'm hoping that she is still alive. All right. But yeah, the whole case is a mess. But again, my prayers are extended out to her family and friends. That's sad. 26 years old, I believe, when she was missing. Okay, 26. I think I'm right and stuff. And then I think she was 3 months pregnant. And even though her boyfriend, I don't know what their status was. I thought I read something, but I may be getting her case mixed up with somebody else's. So I don't want to be putting that out there. Usually when I'm doing cases, I'm reading the stuff anyway, because I don't want to do like some other YouTubers. They be saying stuff and it don't be true. So I like to look at the information while I'm telling you guys. That's why I put that video up, because I was like, I don't want to get stuff mixed up, because I'm looking at so many different cases and stuff and everything. But I was right about the stuff I was saying, and everything. But like I said, both of those cases are really sad. And, I just hope they find their loved ones. I really do. So what y'all think? Yeah, I agree. Probably in a river. Yeah, the garbage can. I heard that you can. Well, I'm not going to put that on my thing. I was ready to repeat something I heard today. That's okay. I'm not going to repeat it. Yeah, I don't want to get nobody no ideas. Okay. But yeah, that's a trip, y'all. That is a trip. Let me see something real quick. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I was trying to say that her and him. I hope not. Shit, they was trying to say Nia Long and Omarion was dating. They look good together in this picture, though. I'm not gonna lie, but and she does not even look too much older than him. You know, Nia is about, I forgot how old she is, but we know he's a little younger. Nice looking picture, though. I'm not gonna lie, and she looks good. Sure does. No homo now. I'm just saying she looks good. Yeah, I hope so too, Edward. I really do. I hope it is too, because that's a daggone shame. Now I don't have enough time to go over the other two cases. Actually it's three, but I'll do that tomorrow because, like I said, these cases take a long time. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about these cases and stuff. You know, it takes a long time to go through these cases and talk about them in detail. You just can't go up here and just, ooh, this person is missing, and just say a little things and then be on to the next case. Okay, I don't like doing that. I like to really just spend a little time and talk about it because it's, you need to, because these people are missing, possibly even dead. And it's just, a shame. I was listening to something today about how all these people, these women, especially, and some men too, are missing. And some of some of these people who they were talking about, they found out what happened to them, and then some of them got killed, right? And some of these killers remain free for 20 and 30 years. Like this one person in particular that I was watching, he had raped, beat, and killed a little girl or a little boy, I can't remember. He was out just living his life for 40 some years, and then they finally caught him. And I think he's like 71 years old. I'm like, damn, this dude lived this whole life. Then they just not catching him at 71 or 69 or whatever the case is. His life is almost, I'm not going to say it's over, but I'm just saying everything that he wanted to do, he probably already did it, and stuff. But I'm just saying they be remaining free for the longest until the police actually catch these people and stuff. It's just a shame. 40 some years, and they had like a bunch of cases like that. And then this one case I was listening to, they accused the wrong dude, and this dude was in jail for 30 some years for nothing. He didn't even do the crime. Then they found the person who actually did it, and I'm trying to think, did the man die, or did he kill himself, or did they actually put him in jail? I can't remember, because when you listen to a bunch of cases, you usually get them mixed up and stuff because there's so many. But yeah, like I said, it's just so many people that become missing, and they don't even find out exactly what happened to them or anything. This picture going in the trash. It's just it's just a mess. It really is. So let me see if I can go over some breaking news real quick. Some more, the most important breaking news. I'm not gonna try to go over all of it real quick since I got like 5 minutes. I'm on the wrong phone and stuff. Let me see. All these daggone phones, y'all. Let me see. So y'all know Parliament Funkadelic Clay Fuzzy Haskin. He died at age 81. Yeah, I'm gonna stay a little bit, Elisa. He died at age 81. Let me see when he died. I think it might have been today or yesterday. Let's see. Okay, let's see. How they going through? I'm guessing he died today at age 81. I don't know what, probably just from old age. Let me see if they tell us what he died from. They always go through his whole background and everything else before they tell you anything. Let's see. So let me just show you who this is in case you don't know who it is. I like to show you guys who the person is. So that's him. He played with Parliament's Funkadelic. Okay. I don't know what he died from because they don't say. But I'm guessing probably just, old age. Yeah, because I don't see anything on here that's telling us. But anyway, y'all, he did die. May he rest in peace. My condolences to his family, friends, and fans. 81. He was still blessed. 81 is a long time. It really is. Let me see if anybody in this comment section know what he died from other than old age. I'm guessing it's old age. That's what I'm guessing. Because 81 is kind of, up there. Yeah. So he's the one who did Flashlight. That's what's up. Flashlight. Flashlight. Okay, Flashlight. So they made Flashlight. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Flashlight. Stoplight. I forgot the words, y'all. Hey, that's just a bit of jam. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they talking about everybody saying flashlight. Okay. But yeah, my condolences extended out to his family, friends, and fans. Yeah, may he rest in peace. But 81, he was blessed though. He really was. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay. No, I'm just reading something. Y'all, I always do this when I be online. I be reading other stuff. Okay, let's see what else. I hope this is not the same recall that I read before. Let me just check it out to see. Let's see. So they got another recall. Let me see what it is, y'all. It's still the same thing for the listeria thing, for those strawberry granola and Greek yogurt parfait bars. Those are recalled. Okay, I told you guys about this the other day. All right. And they recall all of that in the Walmart stores, Trader Joe's stores. Wait. Walmart has recalled the strawberry, granola, and Greek yogurt parfait bars for possible listeria contamination. Okay. Costco and Trader Joe's got a recall for the Kirkland signature brand frozen strawberries, 4-pound bags. And Trader Joe's recalled its frozen tropical fruit blend for possible hepatitis A contamination. Okay, so I'm glad I did read this because this is a different recall. Okay, now let's see what they said here. Okay, so this recall is for all the Trader is nationwide for Trader Joe's, in Costco, in Alaska, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, Utah, Washington. Okay, and they say you can find out about other recalls and information at the FDA website. And then they got all these lot numbers. But if you go to their website, you will see all of these lot numbers of the recall items. Okay. And if you got a recall item, you can just take it back to the store and get your money back. So again, you can go to the FDA website. All right. Okay. So they said they have not got any illnesses reported. So that's a good thing. Okay. Because they got right to the thing, I guess, and did the recall and took them off the shelves. But if you got it at home, don't eat that mess. Okay. Okay. So I just gave y'all those two. So out in, I think this was in UK. No, UK, France. Somebody has been, you know what? I don't even want to say this because I don't want to give anybody else any type of clues or ideas or whatever you want to call. But anyway, just somebody was doing something crazy with animals. Okay. I don't want to talk about it on here because, people be watching your stuff and I don't know why people copy other things. You know what I'm saying? We don't want them doing this here. So I'm not going to say. All I'm going to say is that whoever is doing this need to be ashamed of themselves and need to be in jail, point blank, for life. Because animals don't mess with people unless people groom them to mess with people. And that's on everything. That is sad. Why would somebody even do this weird stuff? Some people are evil, y'all. Just know that. Don't let your dogs and your animals eat nothing off the ground, point blank. Okay, so let's see what else here. What else do I have? So I talked about all this. Oh, let me read this term for y'all Trump lovers, okay? Let me stop. I know this has been all over the news and everything, okay? And just let me let y'all know I'm an independent, okay? Just so y'all can know that. So Trump says he expects to be arrested Tuesday as New York law enforcement prepares for a possible indictment, okay? Former President Trump said Saturday he expects to be arrested in connection with a years-long investigation into hush money scheme involving adult film actress Stormy Daniels and called on his supporters to protest any such move. In a social media post, Trump, referring to himself, said the leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Though he did not say why he expects to be arrested, his team said after Trump's post that they had not received any notification from prosecutors. Okay. But anyway, we did hear some more information regarding that, okay? And so we'll see. We'll just see on Tuesday. I don't even like to talk about political stuff. We'll see on Tuesday, okay? Point blank. I just wanted to let y'all know though, in case you didn't hear. I'm sure you heard it because it's been all over the news. But I thought it was regarding something else. Let's see. They say any indictment of the former president who is running for re-election in 2024 would mark a historic first and quickly change the political conversation around an already diverse figure. While Trump has an extensive history of civil litigation, both before and after taking the office, a criminal charge would represent a dramatic escalation of his legal roles as he works to recapture the White House. So if he's indicted, though, can he still run? If he's indicted, up for indictment or anything? Wow, another witness is expected to testify Monday before the grand jury investigating the hush money payments, according to a source familiar with the investigation. It is not clear whether this will be the final witness before it votes on a possible indictment. We'll see. So Trump got his legal team preparing for everything. They've already been anticipating everything, and so they're, getting prepared and waiting to see how they're going to handle the situation. Okay. So a spokesperson for Trump said earlier Saturday that the former president has not received a notification from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office regarding any potential indictment, but was rightfully highlighting his innocence in his post. Okay. But like I said, we will see come Tuesday and go from there. Yes, we will see. So this just came up. This is an update. The daughter of the American woman kidnapped in Mexico receives ransom call. Let me see what they're talking about right here. So it has been 39 days since Maria del Carmen Lopez was kidnapped from her home in Pueblo Nuevo, Mexico. Her family is yet to receive any updates from the FBI on the status of the investigation. It's been a roller coaster for the last 39 days, It definitely seems like we are actually living inside a nightmare, says Zanya Marie's daughter. Let me go ahead and bypass all this because I want to see where they were. Okay, so Zanya was alerted by her family members in Mexico about her mother's kidnapping. The kidnappers then made contact with Zanya, asking for a bounty for her mother. Wow. Mm. So they must have some money. So anyway, the FBI is offering a $20,000 reward for any information leading to Marie's whereabouts as the family grows desperate for information. The Lopez family is also holding out hope that Mexican authorities are able to do more to help her. So if they're calling them for some money to get her mom back, I wonder why they just won't pay it. Maybe they don't have it, but and how much are they asking for? For real. Because she's been gone for 39 days. And I don't know how long they're going to keep on holding her, without doing stuff to her. But it seemed like, though, if they call her for a ransom, I just wonder why the United States just won't give her the amount they're asking for to get her mom back. Because they probably ask it. And then that's another thing, too. How do they know they have money like that? You know what I'm saying? Because they may not even have money like that. And that's another thing, too. If the FBI is offering $20,000 reward, the people who have her, okay, so why come they won't get? They could just get somebody that they know that's involved in that to get the 20,000 and let her go and still have a ransom money. You see what I'm saying? But I'm still just trying to figure out why come the FBI won't give her the money to give her to get her mom back, and then they possibly can go from there. I don't want to be saying too much on my channel, but go from there. I wonder why not. So what did you say? If Trump is convicted of a felony, he can't run for office. So he has to be convicted. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I wonder how much did they ask her for? So all these people missing going to Mexico. Just like the 3 women who entered Mexico last month and disappeared. And nobody is offering any updates on their cases, as well as on this other lady's case. But I'm still saying if they call her up, the daughter Zanya up, demanding money in order to get her mom back, I wonder why they won't give them the money to give those people the money, and so she can get her mom back. And then they may even be able to go from there. It's weird. But anyway, my prayers are extended out to her and her family, and I hope she does get her mom back and get her mom back safe. You know what I'm saying? Alive, safe. So let's see here. So a woman diagnosed with blood cancer reveals warning signs after doctor insists you're just a busy mom. So let's see what some warning signs are just so we can know. So this lady, Donna Hicks, age 49, went to her doctor complaining of constant fatigue and back pain. When her youngest child was 1, y'all, they told her she had myeloma, which is an incurable form of blood cancer. And she was 41 years old at that time in 2014. Okay. Let's see what the warning signs. She said she had to give up her job and everything, but I just want to know what the warning signs are. Let's see. Let's see if she said the warning signs. Okay. I'm just reading through this real quick, y'all. Shit. They write a whole book and you don't never see the warning signs. What is the warning signs? Wait, y'all, wait. What time is it? Okay. Damn it. Wait. Why is my messages not coming up on here? Wait. I don't see these warning signs in this article. Let me see something real quick. No warning signs whatsoever. I'm just thinking probably it's back pain and stuff because I don't see. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. So some of the warnings some of the symptoms of myeloma. I think I'm saying that right. Myeloma, which is a common form of blood cancer. They said it affects around 2,000 people or more in this country, not in the United States, but in this other country. So some of the symptoms of that is back pain, easily broken bones, fatigue, and reoccurring infections. Okay, those are some of the symptoms. Now, it's not saying that if you have these symptoms yourself that you have it. I'm just telling you what the articles say. I mean, clearly, if you're having back pains and all these other things that I just mentioned, you should be going to the doctor to find out. You know, I'm just telling you what this lady says some of the symptoms are that she experienced and she was diagnosed with myeloma. So back pain, easily broken bones, fatigue, and reoccurring infections. All right. So one student died already from spring break in Mexico. Okay. And what the heck is this right here? The heck? Let me see what the hell is this, y'all. The hell is this? Wait. What is this? Let me show y'all this. What is this, y'all? What is this right here? Then I got to get ready to get out of here, y'all. Let me see. What? Let me stop this camera. Stop screen. What the heck is this right here? Wait. What is this? Is that the alligator? That's the alligator, isn't it? Oh, they move fast, y'all. This is the first time I've ever seen one. Damn, they move fast. Them things move. Look how fast he move. Look. Damn, they move fast. Is that an alligator? My ass would be so gone. Man, this looks scary, y'all. I can't. Look how fast they move, man. Damn, they move fast. They move fast, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Woo. I think it is a gator. They say it's missing one of those arms. Let me see what people said in the comment section. Yeah, and it just got an arm missing. Somebody said that's no gator. What is that, y'all? It look like an alligator. I don't care what they say. It looks like an alligator. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It looks like an alligator. You said that's not an alligator? It's not? Let me see that again. This is not an alligator. Let's see. So this is not an alligator. I don't know what this thing is, child. Let's see. Now, when I say child, that's just how I talk, y'all. I'm not calling you a child. That's not an alligator. That's not an alligator right there. I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? Look like an alligator, though. But then why come it got fins back there? That ain't how no alligator is made. What is that, y'all? That's not no alligator. What is that? Right, that got a. You right. That has a fish tail. What is that? That ain't no damn alligator. You right. That's not no alligator. I just realized it got a fin. It's got a. You right. That has a fin on it. Let's see what these people are talking about. What the heck? Let's see. Somebody said that's no gator. They said it's a death row. What? Right. The mouth don't look like no gator, or unless it has like a birth defect or something. That's what people said in the comment. I don't know what the heck that is. Somebody said it could be a genetic mistake. I don't know. Somebody said it looks like a cross between a gator and a monitor lizard. Somebody says it's definitely a gator. It lost its frontal legs from a fight with another gator, or when he was younger, or either. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people saying it's a mutation between alligator and a big fish. Some people say it's a crocodile. He said, "What the heck is this thing?" He actually said something else. It's got a fish tail. It looks like it, huh? That's weird. This is very strange. Somebody says Trump's next incarnation. Okay, so I don't know. It's pretty strange, y'all. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Let me just go ahead and do my little roll call thing like always. I want to keep that video because I want to look at that on the big screen so I can see what it is more in detail and stuff. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me just answer something real quick. Let me just say this real quick, okay? So y'all know I'm coming back tomorrow, 7:30. I'll be on time because I'm gonna actually, for real, this week I'm gonna start my regular schedule and go out like a real job, okay? And come back earlier and stuff. And I'll do my videos like at 7:20, somewhere around that time. And tomorrow I'll give you the other two people or the three people that I'm going to do. Because Elisa did give me another person. I want to look that person up too and talk about that person. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to come on right on time at 7 something so we can do all three people and conclude this missing person thing. Because I'm not gonna talk about missing people all the time. Because when you read this stuff and listen to all these videos all the time, it's just start playing with your mind. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking weird shit. So I don't really want to be, watching stuff like that every single minute of the day and talking about that. Okay, missing people all day on day. So after tomorrow, that would be it with the missing people for right now. Okay, but we do have to cover the other three people. All right. Let me say thank you to everybody in the bushes. Everybody was good tonight. No trolls. If any trolls was here, they stayed in the bushes and shut their mouth up. So that's a good thing. All right. So let me just say thank you to. Okay. Let me turn my music back on in the back, y'all. Let's make it sexy. No, we're not gonna do all that. All right. Let me do it. Let me see. Should I do it sexy or should I talk like a dude? Let me do it like a dude. Let me trip y'all out, okay? Let me do some acting skills, okay? Y'all don't laugh, okay? Don't laugh. Let me see if I can carry this out. Yo, Elisa, thank you for tuning in, Elisa. Thank you, girl. Missy, my girl. Missy. Thank you for coming in, Missy. Yo, David. Thank you for stopping by, my guy. Let's see who else. Let's see. Lord, what's up? Lord, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah. X-Men Gaming, thanks for showing up, man. Edward Smart. Nice chat, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm sounding all lame and stuff. I'm sounding lame as a dude. I'm sounding lame. Let's see what else. Yeah, who else came in? Yeah, I think I covered everybody. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thanks to everybody in the bushes out there for tuning in to Shades too. Hey, this was a good live tonight. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified for Shades' upcoming videos. I can't do this. And just thank y'all for coming in tonight. Happy Sunday to y'all. Happy Sunday evening. Blessings to each and every one of you guys and girls. Y'all know what's up. Oh, yo, Missy. Thank you for your support tonight. Your Cash App support. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, Missy. Oh my God, y'all are so silly. This is why I could never act, because my butt laughed too much. I just started laughing. I just started tripping out. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be so funny. I'd be laughing at myself, actually. Yeah. Yeah, you got to bring some laughter in here. You know what I'm saying? I could really talk like a dude, but I don't want to be saying it all like that on this line. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing all that on this video, because then I got to start talking slang and stuff, you know, and start tripping out and stuff. Hey, yeah, let's see what you get ready to say. Yeah, you thought I was a dude for real? Yo, that's what's up. What's up, Elisa? What's up? That's what's up. What's poppin', Elisa? What's poppin'? What's poppin', girl? What's poppin'? But anyway, y'all, I'm so silly. You know what? I have tricked so many people talking like a dude, especially when I make it really, really deep and start really talking like a dude, like when I'm not online and stuff like that. They be really thinking I'm a guy and stuff. I even did a couple TikToks and put the dude app on and stuff. It was a trip, but yeah. But anyway, y'all, I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all have a happy and blessed Sunday evening. Get some sleep. Have a great Monday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at about 7:10, somewhere around that time, Pacific Standard Time. All right. Don't forget, y'all, Shay's 2 birthday is coming up. Hey. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's Shay's 2 birthday, y'all. Shay's 2 birthday, y'all. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey. Good night, y'all. Peace out. Oh my gosh. Oops, did I tell everybody in the bushes thank you for tuning in? Y'all, thank you in the bushes too, all right? Y'all have a good night too. Peace out, y'all.